This video is going to be a commentary on Guy Fieri and his role as a cultural actor and influencer in the United States of America. This is not going to be a personal attack on Guy, but it's worth mentioning that Fieri is a stage name, much like Jon Stewart's real name is John Leibowitz. Guy Fieri is probably best known for his role on the Food Network television series Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. On this show, he functions primarily in a role of advocate for non-chain family-run restaurants across the United States, and he's done a fantastic job of bringing this restaurant culture into the mainstream. This article from the Daily Meal cites the primetime ratings for Guy Fieri's show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives at 675,000 viewers. This was in 2010. The Food Network's lineup has changed a bit since 2010 and is now geared more towards competition shows. More on that in a bit. The point I'm making is that Guy Fieri is essentially an American institution. With his platinum plaque personality and hilarious, unscripted, alliterative comments, he's a star on camera. Add that to his body by butter and bacon physique, and you've got an irrefutable invitation to Flavortown that's highly relatable amongst a population of American adult men who are 75% overweight or obese. I just wanted to show you that I'm not joking or just making this up. This is the National Institute of Health website, where it clearly states that 74% of men had overweight or obesity and 64% of women. Check out the graph for yourself.
Probably one of the greatest bacon selections you'll ever find. This is probably the most important spot you want to look at right here. Oh, what's that? Is that the Guy Fieri sausage line? Huh, how did that get here? All right, someone will get paid for that later.
And that's really the problem here. We know these foods aren't healthy. We know that meat, dairy, and eggs can lead to heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and a whole host of other chronic diseases. I'm not even going to throw a bunch of research at you about that. Are you really going to pretend that you're in the dark on that? You think bacon is a superfood? I didn't think so. Like I said, that's the problem. This is being broadcast on primetime television, and we've got the mayor of Meattown making jokes about marshmallows and mayonnaise. And everybody smiles and laughs, and he smashes down this food, and it starts to create the impression that this is normal. This is just how Americans eat. And maybe that's the reality, but is that irresponsible that we're encouraging this type of dietary patterns on primetime television? That's my concern here. Is there really a right way to do the wrong thing? I mean, yeah, this is made for television. It's highly entertaining, but at what cost? If the goal of the Food Network is to convince you to eat a fatty gastropub interpretation of the standard American diet, high in meat, dairy, eggs, packaged processed foods, and refined oils, then they could hardly be more convincing than with the competition-style cooking show, Guy's Grocery Games. Unlike the television show Chopped, where pantry item brand names are tastefully concealed, Guy's Grocery Games features a fully merchandised grocery store with brand names proudly on display. It's like an advertiser's dream. This show basically functions as a subliminal instruction manual for what you should go out and buy and how you should bring it home and prepare it for your family. If you ask me, the Food Network is well aware of the trends in declining American incomes and what impact that's likely to have on how frequently Americans visit restaurants. This show functions as a hedge against that eventual outcome and directly imports the fatty gastropub style interpretation of the standard American diet directly into your home. Bend over, because the president of Poison Town wants to pork you with his Polish sausage. You know what they say, no press is bad press. Mr. Fieri. So what's redemption look like after that savage career slapdown? For starters, you could roll out a couple more vegan options on the menu at El Burro Borracho. I'd love to see starch-based and no oil. Maybe you could take a look at the Far East meets South American sushi burrito. Throw a little donkey sauce on there, you might have yourself a big seller. But never forget, man, you're the one with the star power and the bankroll. So I'd love to see you use some of your powers for good. Maybe get involved with the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine and initiate a 21-day vegan kickstart program. You never know what you could accomplish in your own community. If you don't want to get your hands dirty, maybe just come over and drop them a few dubs on the donation page. I'm sure Dr. Neil Bernard would appreciate it.
Oh, come on! What the hell? Oh, come